It's just a nice way to start.
Do you have a plan of how you're going to go about this?
I have no plan.
No plans?
I never have a plan.
You always have plans.
I know. It's very un-Capricorn of
First
me.
lie at the pod.
So
So this is the intro to moi.
to you. All about you.
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Let's get all my ticks out of the way.
Just asked.
Mm.
Okay.
How's it feel to be the interviewer, the person that has to come up with all the good questions?
Great. As a Capricorn, we love leading.
Okay, lead.
Mm-hmm.
Lead, little Capra.
So
Can you just lower it a little bit? It just ideally shouldn't. Sorry.
every single time.
Well, because last time it was like this.
I know, because I want to hide my
You
Mount,
wanna have it
Mount
almost like-
Vesuvius.
You want to have your... Can't hide your fam?
Featuring. Oh boy.
You actually knew that you were doing it? Want me to move that?
Yeah, I want that gone because if I knock it, that would just be horrific.
That would be horrific. It fell on once.
I know. Yeah, today is all about you.
Mm-hmm. So all the fans can get to know me. We're up to 4 subscribers.
Including me.
Yeah.
Okay, so the OG Maddie Yoakum, Yoke Daddy.
Yep.
Because I'm the new Maddie.
Freshly
Yoakum.
minted 7 days.
Yeah.
And-
No. Yeah.
yeah. Last Saturday.
7.
Oh, yeah. It's Sunday. 8 days. You've been a yokum.
Been a Yoakum.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, we haven't decided what we're going to do with our names.
Yeah, apparently it's a lot more of a process than
Yeah.
I thought. So we'll cross that bridge later.
I was going to take Maddie's name.
You can still do it.
Yeah. I was going to explain that I just think it's a silly process, how women are expected to take the man's name. I just don't understand it. It's like, why?
Ownership.
Yeah. I don't really care. I'll have an extra name. I like your dad. I like his name. I like your name. Innes.
Mm-hmm. Rhymes
Take
with
it.
Guinness.
But it's a lot of legal work, so probably won't end up doing that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paperwork.
Nah.
Okay, you. Very important first question.
Okay.
What is...
Your favorite color?
I was going to say
Were you
that.
actually?
Yeah, I was going to say, what is your favorite color?
Red.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see by all the red.
Where are we today?
We're in the gym. First pod in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your man cave, your gym.
Yep.
That I was such a amazing wife and
You let me run away with.
yeah.
Yeah. When we first looked at this place, this was like, I wish I'd taken videos
I
and pictures
know.
of it before. There's a couple, but I didn't get like the full scale of it. It was basically just pavement, like a little pavement dungeon. It was unfinished. There's a bunch of really ugly, like,
Slapped together shelves
Yeah,
with like
shelves.
400 extra nails sticking out of it.
yeah, that's it. And then a bunch of boxes and just pavement.
No, like just exposed insulation under
Yeah.
plastic.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we put the gym flooring in, we padded the walls, I put
Yeah,
on
I was gonna
sheets.
I did the floors.
You did the floor.
You did
The
roof.
ceiling, I put.
There wasn't actually a lot of we at all. It was like I would crack away. You'd crack away.
Yeah,
Well, there was some we.
the sauna.
I did the floors. I think your dad helped me. Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, turned out really good.
Yeah. Put a lot of time, a lot of money into this guy. But it was always a dream of mine to
Yeah.
have my own. Well, I just want my I want to just be able to play all the sports. And my dream is to have like a giant, or not giant, but like good sized property where I can have a basketball court and like a little gym,
Mm-hmm.
everything, tennis court. I mean, I would just a dirt bike track, a baseball field.
Football field.
It's possible.
Yeah.
You just got to level it, maintain it, actually buy the property, which is also
really the hardest part.
tough. Yeah.
One day.
Okay.
What are 3 words that you would use to describe yourself?
It's a tough one. First one that came to mind was caring. I do care about the things and people that I care about. I care quite a bit.
Deep.
Yeah,
level of
pretty
care.
deep level of love and care for the people that I choose to keep in my life and the things that I do. I care a lot about a certain number of things, like a certain number of people. Well, I care about everyone to an extent, but I guess like the deep care. Yeah. Like I care about a few things and I care deeply about those things, and other things it's like, take it or leave it. Politics, history, geography. But
You're very selective with where you put your energy in a positive way.
Yeah, I'm only interested in like I can get interested in a lot of stuff, sometimes to a fault. Oh, I'm going to take up bow hunting.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so maybe caring. Open. Open. Pretty open. I'm really just like try to stay open to different ways of life or different thought processes, different experiences that will help me be happier and just be the person that I know I want to be, which I'm not that person. I'm like shades of that person, but what I envision. And I feel like I'm always open to different, paths or ways to get there, and just open in general. Like I just don't think there's a right and wrong way to do things. And that's always been, well, since I was like 16 and started reading philosophy, that was like a big part of just how I thought about things. Growing up Catholic, religious, being told there's a certain right and wrong and like what to do a lot. I was very rebellious against that when I started reading like people also questioning that. They were very open with their interpretation of the world being largely subjective and not well understood, you know? And I always appreciate that in other people when they're just open, when they don't need to feel like they've got all the answers to whatever it is, or, you know, just like open. Yeah. Andre Agassi, good book. I actually read that book.
A few books you've completely finished.
Yeah.
I would say with that, like curious, like you're curiously open. Like there's an aspect.
Certain things.
Yeah. But I think that like you are open-minded to a lot of aspects, but you're also very curious to learn about like different aspects as well that relate to you or don't.
Yeah.
Third word.
Playful.
That's sweet.
Playful, yeah. At least I try to be. I'm probably not as playful as I can even execute, but I think being playful and just maintaining your childish energy as you move through life is important, you know, because life just will chuck stress at you after stress, and the way we're inundated by what we think we should be or look like or do, and social media, technology, good bits, but also I think it's really easy to get caught up in things that don't matter that much. And you see it with kids. Like kids don't give a flying fudge about most stuff because they're just concerned with having fun and just like playing around. It was like that movie with Matthew McConaughey where he plays the poet, Beach Bum.
I haven't seen that one yet.
And his whole, sorry if this is going to spoil it, it is a good movie. But his whole kind of philosophy, like you kind of like look at him through the movie and you think like this is just like a drunk high idiot who like is good at poetry and is like a good speaker, but like he's a moron. Like he just does all this stupid shit. But there's this scene where he's actually being interviewed by someone because he becomes a famous poet. He's got all this money, but he doesn't act like it. He's always like slumming at these bars and just like drinking and basically just does whatever he wants all the time. And there's this scene where he's being interviewed by some guy, and the guy is like asking him about, I guess, just him and is trying to be very serious and all this. And Matthew McConaughey, he just kind of explains to him, he's like, it's real simple. He goes, I just like to have fun. And when I heard that, or when I saw that scene, it resonated because I think we all like that. Like everybody likes to have fun. Having fun is just like enjoying life, like fundamentally, like at the, the depths of it. But it's so easy to lose that. It's so easy to lose that when you grow old. And I think the world does a really good job, or certain aspects of our culture, corporate, this and that.
Capitalism.
Of squashing that and making you think that you have to worry and think about other things, as opposed to just like going and hitting the ball, or just like going and hang out with some friends, or just talking with your wife or something, just like maintaining that playful energy and not taking life too seriously. And I am admittedly not very good at it. Like I take things often just way too seriously. I'm way too concerned with how things are, and that's just the perfectionist in me. But I think for myself, finding like a good balance of the playfulness and the perfectionist, and just kind of merging them into like a dedicated person, but don't need to stress where I don't need to stress. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I didn't think I'd talk about a lot of this stuff. They just like come to you. You're like, what are you going to talk about? Oh, beach bum.
Beach bum. Yeah.
What do you think about those 3 words?
Yeah, I think they are very accurate for how I look at you, or how I describe you, or how other people would see you. I think I would add determined.
Yeah, I thought about that word.
Yeah, and loyal, when you're talking about being caring. Like you're very loyal to those that you care about. You're very like dedicated. Like just things around commitments, like with work or with friends or things like that. Like you're very loyal to those aspects because you care so deeply. Very determined in reaching your goals. Perfectionist.
We'll go hand in hand.
Yeah. But a lot of the things I don't think you would have achieved in life without that aspect. So it's
absolutely not.
Yeah, it's very what's the word?
A double-edged sword.
Exactly.
Perfectionism and determinism. Being determined is a double-edged sword, because it's really good, but it can, I think, border into that territory of perfectionism. And with perfectionism, I think there's often an underlying quality of shame and just not feeling good enough as you are, and feeling the need. And I think it starts at a young age often to just do more and be admired by people. Just like I need more than I am. And a lot of the times I catch myself like, why do you want to do this right now? Are you actually doing it because you're connected to the good aspects of this goal, or are you connected to the pain of
or
which
the
is
ego
also driving you? Yeah. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just something that I personally want to, or I like to keep note of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really important.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, I think that's really important because you are so playful and the world doesn't foster that in a lot of adults or anybody.
Yeah.
I think that perfectionist tendencies can take you away from like you at your core.
Yeah.
And so it's great to want to do things well and care deeply about things and know that you can achieve certain things if you set your mind to it.
Yeah.
Like it's a motivator.
Yeah.
But also it does take you, if you get too focused in that area, then it takes you away from being able to have fun.
Totally.
Not you, just people in general.
Well, for me it does. And often it works like that with people, but totally. And it's interesting because like some athletes I observe are very motivated, and you can tell by like the way that their body language, like on the field, like oftentimes like Brazilian soccer players, for example, are, some of them are pretty ferocious, but like they have fun out there, like they're enjoying themselves. And Dominican baseball players, like they're always chatting with each other. They've got a certain kind of like culture about them that keeps the game fun for them, even though they're at the highest level. Their bank accounts, their families depend on their ability to succeed, and yet they're on the field and they're laughing and joking with one another, shit talking in Spanish, and like it's beautiful to see that. And then you see, other people just zoned in, like game face, and that's fine, but it's that.
To what end though?
Yeah, to what end? And like ultimately might be better to play relaxed. For me it is, but anyways, getting in the weeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
what do you think is one of your strengths and one of your weaknesses?
One of my strengths?
Is it hard to talk about yourself? Is it
It's
hard?
not necessarily hard. It's just like, what do I select? What, like.
What are you proud of about yourself? Maybe that resonates more than strength.
I am pretty proud of my generally, it's their ability to care about what I think is best. Like to not let societal opinions or just stuff shape how I want to live. I have a very clear picture of what I want to do and how I want to live and the person I want to be. And of course that does come from like people you see, even role models or people you emulate yourself to growing up, and then this and that. Like we're all kind of learning from each other and such. I'm not trying to say it. This is like, I've completely realized myself, because it's not that way at all. But I think I do a pretty good job of separating from things that I don't think serve me in the best good or my highest good or the ways that I really want to be in this world. And I'm pretty good at staying away from those things for the most part, at least in a long-term sense. Like I'm not going to be money motivated. I want financial freedom, but for certain reasons, but like I won't make a decision, at least I haven't really had to at this point in my life, a couple times, but like just based on money, like if I had to work a job that I hated, but I was getting paid $2 million a year, but I had to be there 5 days a week, 9 to 5, I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah.
I think it would wither away my soul,
I think you have a strong moral compass in that regard. That grounds you in, and we talked about this recently, of just like the values that you have. You can't, because of the way that you are and the way that you want to live your life, you can't steer too far away from those, because it feels like a disservice to yourself and the life that you're creating.
Yeah. And it feels like I'm tempting karma, really, is what it feels like. Like I almost fear, I never used to think karma existed until certain psychedelic experiences that just opened up my eyes. But I really do fear karma. I fear knowing something that or doing something that for yourself is not actually serving you and still doing it. And we all do that. Like I do it every day to an extent, but if you keep doing it and you are with that thing of like, I'm doing something that I know is not good for me in the way that I actually want to live, I think that will bite you. Yeah. Like karmically, I think you're creating the ripples that you don't want. So yeah, part of it is fear of karma, but part of it is also just like knowing that love is the most important thing. Yeah. It just is. It's like, that's it. That's why we're here. I think that's like what's going to save us. And always rooting my decisions, or trying to root the majority of my decisions in love and in going towards that, and staying away from hate and evil and just the nasty shit that is a part of life and is necessary. But yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Weakness or something you're working on?
Just like going easy on myself. I mean, it's just like a constant theme and has been since I met Jen, but just kind of goes back.
Jen is your
supervisor turned counselor. Yeah, my
guru,
my wizard lady. Going easy on myself, and because I often fight with this battle, and I think a lot of perfectionists probably do, of wanting to achieve and do certain things at the expense of just like, for example, enjoying the day. Or actually doing what your body needs in that day, which might be to rest and chill, watch baseball, whatever it is, instead of edit that video, work more hours, or do whatever. Like the balance between doing and being, like the old yin and the yang. I am much more, which one's yin?
So it's yin and yang, and you're more yang.
Yang is doing.
Yang is the doing, the masculine energy.
Yeah.
Which is very much you.
Yeah. If you saw me as it's like a big, and then a little,
just a little tiny bit.
Yeah, like a little sperm at the end, like a big whale that's like engulfing a sperm. Maybe not a sperm, maybe a shark. Okay. Maybe like a
krill.
No, krills are tiny.
Well, Sperms are microscopic.
Yeah, I guess. Didn't really think that one. Beluga whale.
Okay.
Compared to a blue whale.
Okay.
Or humpback.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that that's a very common theme for a lot of us, especially like we had parents that believed in us and want us to do well in life, and we have peers that we surround ourselves that are high achievers too. Like it's hard not to get swept up in the I could always be doing more, I could always be better. And like going back to your determination, I think that's helped you achieve a lot, which is great. But then it's like, when's that tipping point where it starts to take away from you, or it's feeding that ego state of shame, or like, just in a negative way, it's taking more from you than it's giving. Yeah. I think that's a big one for you.
Yeah, it's a constant battle that's going on in my head for sure, of just being okay with the balance between enjoying life and just being and doing things like, and one's not necessarily right or wrong, but like I try to keep my eye and focus on what the balance means for me, and to just live in a way that, because I want to enjoy my days. I want to get where I want to go, but I also want to enjoy myself doing it. So,
where's that balance?
Got to give some days. Yeah.
And each day can look different.
Oh yeah. Some days is all doing. Some days is all being. Some days 50-50. It's actually a good concept to think of.
So what's your perfect day?
Oh God, my perfect day. Full 8 hours of sleep, beautifully rested. Didn't wake up once during the night. It hasn't happened in 8 years. Wake up, have just like, there's so many ways this could go. I really do like the joy of making you coffee in the morning.
Oh my God, it's my favorite.
I know it is. Like bringing it to you. Like this morning, Maddie was passed out. It was like almost 9 o'clock. And so I'm making coffee. I'm like, should I let her sleep? It's almost 9. Don't want her to be groggy. So I decided to wake you up. Don't usually want to do that, but I did. Yeah. And I give her a kiss. She goes, it's 9 o'clock. I said, I got coffee here for you. You love it. So I'd wake up, I'd make you coffee. Then I'd probably go for a little walk, hopefully with a lot of green and with a dog, our dog or not, or even our cat. That'd be nice. If Joe could just like go for a nice little walk with me, that'd be sweet. I'd want to surf. I'd want to surf early on like a Point Break where it was like some freaking close friends, like my friend Julian, who I used to surf with, Matt and Mike. They'd probably love that. Just all my friends who like to surf would be sweet. Like just all of us out in the water, even the friends that don't. Like I remember taking Warren and Steve surfing for their first time, and they loved it.
Warren surfing.
Yeah, I know, he's a natural. He's not really a natural. I think they both got up. Yeah, that'd be sweet. The feeling of surfing is unmatchable. It really is like an unmatchable experience. It's so uplifting to your soul, and being in the salt water and like the mix between physical exercise and just the act or the feeling you get from riding a wave is like, it's pretty indescribable. There's a reason why like you see that stereotypical surfer dude who just cares about surfing. That there's a reason why that's a thing. It's not because they're lost and lazy. It's because that feeling is bliss, and you can build your life around that feeling. It's simplicity. You don't need very much, and it's like that's a real thing. So I would do that, and then come home to you, to Joe, to B, have some coffee, just like enjoy our morning, have a nice chat. Just like talk about our days and what we want to do. My perfect day is 100 hours long. So then we would go to, do something. You and I would go do something fun, or we would just, whatever we would do. Maybe we would just talk. Maybe we'd do something fun. Maybe we'd do batting practice. Oh. Hey, this is my day.
Okay. And in your day, am I better at batting practice?
in my
perfect day,
you are just like you're Cal Raleigh's dad.
Oh, Dumper's dad.
Yeah. There would be jiu-jitsu in there. There would be, just like a good jiu-jitsu class. There would be good food, probably see Amelia and Scar, my nieces, other family, other friends. Basically like a good mix between all like the physical exercises that I like to do and seeing the people that I love and resting and writing. There would be a good, I envision like the place that we hopefully eventually get, having like a kind of like an attic with lots of light coming through and just piles of freaking books that I'll never read, but they're there on the edges and like,
so dreamy.
Yeah, a good amount of just experimental medicine to stimulate my brain to just write about life and just love and happiness and all that stuff. Just to think, like really, I think one of the first things that actually really stimulated my brain was philosophy, like existential philosophy in particular, just thinking about life and really like what it means to be happy. Like truly, like that is kind of what this is all about, is like, okay, we've got this one life. I think we have others, but like this is mine for now. So I'm going to treat it as such. And how do I want to live it? Like, how do I really want to live it? Like really thinking about it. And I want to be as happy as I possibly can. So like, what does that look like? How do I do that? How do people do that? Trauma, like everything that kind of comes in the way of that, and just always constantly thinking about that for myself and for others. And I want to write about that. And I would do that on that day. And then, I don't know, watch some Love is Blind at night.
Oh my God, yes. New season coming out soon.
I love it. I shamelessly love that show.
Every single time there's a new season, you're like, and then we start. And then we start. And I do it too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, it's just going to be the same. And it's just...
It's freaking awesome. There's just parts of it that are starting to like, people are starting to go on there just to get famous, it seems like. And there's certain aspects. The Sweden ones are really good though.
Yeah.
We just love Sweden.
And UK. We just love
UK is good.
Analyzing couples.
Yeah, really just trying to predict, like, are these people, is this a real thing or is this, what's happening?
What childhood trauma is being demonstrated at this moment.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly it.
That's a lovely, perfect day.
Yeah.
So, how did you get here? Tell me a little bit about how you didn't become beach bum.
Well, in high school, I was very unacademic. I really only concerned myself with sports and a lot of drinking, smoking weed. I didn't have a lot of direction. I didn't have a lot of goals for life. Like
sports was everything for you, but it didn't seem like it was.
Well, it all went south when I quit baseball. That year, I think I was in grade 10 and I was just emotionally not in a good place. And I was starting to not do well at baseball, which is something I hadn't experienced before. And I just crumbled. I just quit. Was not, there's so much stuff going on that I just had no idea. And I ended up just quitting. And then sports and then basketball kind of finished not so great either, because that, like my grade 12 year, I was like just drinking so much. And like, I remember just going so hungover to this game and I got thrown out of the game because I like was being aggressive with this kid and the ref like threw me out because I just had barely slept that night and my temper was just flaring and I just felt like total shit. But I was just sabotaging myself like pretty much the whole year. And my high school years weren't bad necessarily. This is just like, I was headed for a different direction, I think, in a sense. But my parents were always very adamant on me going to university. And we got to a point in our relationship where there was a lot of rebellion in my grade 12 year because they knew I was smoking a bunch of weed and we kind of clashed over it quite a bit. And my mom was very concerned about where I was going. And she says that she went to one of my high school teachers. His name was Mr. Halverson. And he was a guy that I really respected. And he ran the surf club in our high school and he would take us on trips. And I just grew to love this man, like just really respect him. And he one day asked me, what university are you going to? And I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to go, Alvy. Like, it's just not for me. He goes, yeah, you are.
Your mom literally told me this story
That's
again
so
for the
crazy.
last.
I can't believe she did that. Shocked me. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were sitting in socials class and he's like, yeah, you are. And I'm like, I don't think I am. And he goes, yeah, you are. And you're going to love it because there's this and there's that and there's intramural sports and there's girls and there's this. And he just like lists off.
Girls in sports.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. But that's okay. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, and that we talked about it for quite a while. Yeah, I remember I've cried on the last 4 podcasts. Cry every day now.
It's good.
It was a surf trip when we were walking down the beach and yeah, he just like just a little sec here. I haven't been sleeping well and I'm very emotional, which is a good thing, but I'm just not used to like just breaking down.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, we were on a surf trip. We were on where was it? Wrath Cove, I think it was. And he made a point of like taking me aside and we just like walked down the beach. And he just really showed a lot of concern and care for me. And like just what was going on with me, I guess. And started talking about university and school and like how it would be a good decision for me, even if I didn't know what I wanted to do, because I had no idea. I had no idea what I wanted to do. My like mind was always around sports, but I was just never good enough realistically or put in enough work. I was never a good enough athlete emotionally or mentally or really physically to like go pro in anything, you know. I'd have to the stars would have had to have aligned. So yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And yeah, he just really took a lot of time to talk to me about it. And I ended up getting into university by 1%. I think the cutoff for UVic was like 72% at the time or 71.
For English.
And I like just got that. Didn't do well in a lot of my high school classes. English and PE saved me, I think. Yeah, so got into university and didn't know how to study. I was really overwhelmed. I failed a bunch of my first exams. And then eventually I decided I would be a counselor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should let you talk. I've been talking for a while.
No. I think you did go into how you became a counselor in that other one that we did. But I think like, yeah, your parents had certain ideas of like their perspective of like how your life should go. Yeah. And I think they weren't wrong in some aspects. Like I think it was really good for you to go to university and you know, have the experiences because when you talked about it in the other podcast that we did, like you discovered that this belief of being not stupid but not smart shifted for you, and you discovered it just like opened up so many more doors for you to discover like philosophy and connecting with Jen and the friendships that you made. Like I think that it was the right path clearly, but how it went about maybe didn't leave you feeling like it was originally your choice.
Yeah, it was like always something you're gonna do whether you want to or not.
Yeah, and that goes against a lot of your
core beliefs.
Yeah. But I think that like at the heart of it,
they're worried. They
were worried, but they also knew that you could do it, you know? Yeah. And they maybe didn't express it like that. It came out of more worry. But I'm really glad that Hallie helped you out.
I can't really imagine my life now without going to UVic because that's where I met all the guys. That's where I met Warren and Steve, Jordy, and we had a close group of friends there. found psychology, found counseling, got, did grad school there, met Jen, and I love that I became a therapist. Like if I had gone to college and played baseball, I don't know what I would have done, a communications degree or something. Where would I be? I don't know. Or if I had just been a surf bum, I don't know, I'd be in Tijuana right now.
Which is what made me think of beach bum, is like that a part of you loves that. Yeah. And I think that it still is you. Like but it wasn't where you were only meant to be. Yeah,
I never knew that this, I did grow up thinking I was stupid. And so university was always just like, why the fuck would I want to feel more stupid?
Yeah.
And then I really realized that intelligence is just how hard you work at something, essentially. It really is. It's like we have a certain baseline level of intelligence, processing speed and all that stuff. Memory is related, but it's like if you dive into something and if you commit to it, you'll be smart at it. Like you'll know it well. And I didn't know that. And then school taught me that. Having to get good grades taught me that. Jiu-jitsu taught me that. What I was saying was, I never knew that this sort of emotional part of me existed. I never knew that I had such a heart, I guess, for certain things. And I don't know if I would have discovered that. It just feels like, I'm really happy with the way things turned out. Like I am. And now I can just play sports for fun and it's all kind of coming together. But yeah.
I think that's one of the things that gets lost and is so dependent on the teachers that you have and the experience that you have in like post-secondary or any type of schooling is you can have an opportunity to learn so much more about yourself, like that there's emotional intelligence and certain aspects of you are valuable and can foster in these environments more so than in high school, and that it's not just go and get these good grades and pass this exam, and which it is. Like we both had that experience in post-secondary of kind of being like, ugh, what, I'm just paying for this piece of paper. And through the experiences and through the courses that we took, we also had a lot of opportunity to grow into who we are today.
Yeah, the courses were cool. They were. But for me, it was more like learning what discipline was. And that one year I got 2 A's or 3 A pluses and 2 A's or the other way around. And that is like, would never do that. That's craziness. Like in university too, like I fully fucking obsessively committed to this thing. And it was just like, how much are you going to study? How many hours in the day can you find to study? It was just, and it just built this understanding of like, you can kind of do anything if you really like want to do it enough or you put your mind to it. And university is really good for that. But
Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought?
Tell me a little bit about why sports are so important to you.
That's a good question. First thing I ever loved, probably, like besides my parents, just always wanted to be doing them from the time I can remember. It was just like, I would always ask my dad, let's go. He would come home from work at 5 and I would always ask him, can we go play football? It was dependent on what sport I was obsessed with that month, which varied through the year. It was football. I would just get him to, I would just run and he would just throw the football and I would practice catching it overhead. We'd just do it over and over. And we go to the baseball field and he would just pitch to me. I would just hit it over and over and over. He would hit me grounders and I just couldn't get enough of it. I could do it all freaking day. And he would say like,
it's 9 p.m.
Yeah,
Can we go home?
Yeah, and like playing hockey in the carport and soccer. And he never said no. So I was just always playing sports. I grew up next to my best friend, Scott. He was a year older than me, but he was also really into sports and very athletic. And we played baseball together. So we would play catch every day. Like we were always playing baseball and just like riding our bikes into town and just like, yeah, and I was good at them because I did them so much. So I got, like sort of people treat you differently when you're good at sports. Yeah, validated. And it became my identity. Like that was like who I was, and which really was hard later on when I felt like I wasn't good at them really in the same way anymore. That was really hard, but they are so much fun. It feels so good to move your body, and it feels so cool to me to analyze technique and to execute it, to learn it, like learning a swing, learning a jump shot, how to shoot a bow, anything that requires physical dexterity. I just find so interesting to just increase your ability to do that skill. I could just do it all day. If my body allowed me, I would. And I think for me, it's an escape. It's an escape from real life and from emotions and from how I didn't feel good about myself growing up. Sports were always a safe haven where I could just go and play and run around, and you can't think about anything else when you're running for a ball that's hit 250 feet, like you're in that moment and you're just like, oh shit, I did it. It's so fun and it's so cool. And I've just always taken that, and they've like ebbed and flowed in terms of my love for them. Sometimes sports have brought a lot of shame for me, like even playing softball after into university, started playing softball again, brought up all these memories of baseball and me quitting and all the shame from it, letting my teammates down and just bailing on them. There's been a lot of ups and downs with it for sure. But at the end of the day, it's always there for me, It's always there for me. And it always feels good for me until I start pushing it and tear both my Achilles. But, that's not the sport's fault. That's my fault.
Yeah.
They're just such a beautiful thing, and it's playful, and it's just like, it's just where I feel safe and confident and capable and curious. You can always keep learning. You can just always learn more. And there's always someone better who you can study them and be like, whoa, he did it like that. That's sick. I got to try that over and over and over until I get it.
over and over.
But it's like, hobbies and interests and passions are beautiful in their own way, but they're also beautiful because you don't have to think about hard stuff. You don't have to think about the pain. And for someone like me, it's really hard sometimes to not be anxious or to not think I should be doing something more, or just like to not feel insecure. And there's always a place I can go most times to get out of that and to just feel and just be in my body. And it's the best.
Allows you to be your true self in a lot of ways.
It feels like my true self. Like it really does. Jiu-jitsu like really does in a lot of ways, just like the art and the discipline of it and the culture of humbleness, like the way it humbles you. And having someone tap you out and like they're like half your size and just like, holy shit, man, this is crazy,
Brandy.
Oh my God. There's a brown belt in the gym I go to, and she's a female, and she whoops my ass.
I love it.
She's so fucking good. It's but yeah, like that in itself is just pure art. It's the best. Yeah, talk about it all day. Makes me want to go play sports. Got my first playoff game tonight.
I'm gonna be there with my pom-poms.
Yeah, baseball.
Yeah. Can I not bring pom-poms to baseball?
No, I was just saying it's a baseball game.
They don't have cheerleaders.
Baseball? No.
Mascot?
No.
Should I bring?
Yeah, you should definitely dress up as a mascot. Yeah.
I'll be a giant cherry because you're the Reds.
Yeah. Or strawberry. Big strawberry suit.
I was thinking a cherry, and it could be two. I could be in one cherry suit, and B could be in the other.
Oh, little cherry. Big cherry just running around the field. Hey, go Reds.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah. I don't know how long it's been, but I feel like that's only been like 25 minutes or something.
It's 2:00. We've probably been going for about 45 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm good to keep talking. We could maybe go for a little bit more if there's any further questions you feel like must be answered for people to understand the ins and outs of HOMY.
HOMY.
I was pretty stoked when I came up with that name. HOMY.
Tell me about HOMY.
Well, I've had this vision, I suppose, for a couple of years now when I first got into cameras of like, it started with making sports related videos or like getting across athletic concepts to people. And then it shifted into like just other health concepts. And at first there was going to be no audio. It was just going to be visuals and like some words. But that was really hard to do. Really hard to get across everything that I wanted to say because you just can't read that much. And then eventually, I mean, you know the story of me changing the name 50,000 times. New ideas, just like constantly.
Middle of the night, waking me up. What about what about this podcast? I'm like,
no, what about free flow?
Free flow.
Or flow free.
Flow free. Hey, hon, I figured something out. Something out with my swing.
Back foot.
Yeah.
It was a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always, not always, I don't know when this came about, but I never wanted to work doing something I didn't like. So that I knew therapy I didn't know as much as it would now, but I was like, I could do that. I could be happy doing that. And I could probably consistently do that. But it's limited in how much money you can make fundamentally. And so I always wanted financial freedom. I want the property I want to be able to support my friends and my family and just like, I want the freedom. I want to be able to travel. And that's a big part of this. And I'm not going to lie that it's not. But books were the original thing to get there. But this is like the new thing, really, is like, this is kind of just lets us live how we already live. And I know I've talked to you about this. This is more for, but just making videos of us talking.
We already do it enough.
We already do it all the time. This is just more of like an intentional way of doing it.
Yeah.
And just it's actually a lot of fun to like the Robotham Lake video to go on that trip with Johnny and Neeks and to edit that video and to show them, like, that was the best part of it. It's like, hey boys, check this out. And they loved it. And that was so cool. And making video, like I got all these ideas in my head of cool ways to just get this art across that just portray ideas related to the things I think are important for people, like love and friendship and freedom and loving your body and just everything. Like there's all these, and then when you watch that cool thing or even a commercial and you just get like inspired, you get that like, oh fuck, that's sweet. I love that. And I love trying to create that. And the HOMY podcast, Happiness of Me, is like that's all this is. And I just want to keep it to the things that I actually do like to do. And I am proud of that, you know, just like trying to stay true to myself and trying to find a way to support us in a way that like we can have a fun life, just going and doing cool, fun stuff. And hopefully people like what we have to say and then want to listen. And yeah.
And I think another thing that maybe we didn't know would come from this, but like I do feel like it connects us more. Like whenever we have done a video or podcast, like we are able to connect on a deeper level or just feel connected in a certain way, whether it's because we're talking about something that's just bringing up good memories we already know about it, or it's
you learn something about each other.
Yeah, I feel like and in our relationship, I think that's been a big component of what has always made us feel connected is the way that we talk to each other and share about what's on our mind or our goals or our challenges or whatever we're struggling with. And being counselors, that's kind of like our niche of being curious about it and wanting to support people to find that within themselves, because we're not coming up with new concepts. Like we don't have any like secret, there's no secret to it. But I think you and I have both experienced this in our own counseling sessions of having some sort of mentor or guru, as we call Jen, and them just giving you the space or...
We're not gurus.
No. But just being able to have someone validate what you're feeling or be able to explain it in a different way or celebrate you to discover it within yourself. Like, I think that's what we want to create in a lot of spaces in our life through this or with friends or
totally
just being able to like, we get so bogged down by day-to-day life, I think it takes away that playfulness that you're talking about. And so it's nice to be able to have a space for us to be able to do it with each other, for each other, and then why not share it with other people? And if they like it, cool. And if they don't, cool.
Totally. I was thinking about this last night, actually, when we talked about the idea of ideas. Like, and Joe Rogan has talked about this a lot. Like the idea that when we come up with an idea, it's not actually us coming up with it. It is somewhere and we are accessing it or being afforded the ability to access it. And that's what I feel like that's what I feel like I'm trying to do, at least, is there are certain ideas or certain concepts like love and playfulness and connecting with your partner, like your soulmate, your love, and like what that is and what that does for you and looks like, and putting that out there and never putting out hate. That is such and I'm just not going to do that. Like, I'm not going to talk shit about people on here. I'm not going to put that shit out there because there's enough of it. And like, we just don't need it. We do not need it. And it's getting those ideas out there in a way that resonates with people. And we don't have all the answers and we're not perfect, but we are two people who really care about just being happy ourselves and living our life a certain way. And even just the fact that we don't want to have kids. And hopefully maybe when we do a video about that, it can inspire someone who's maybe on the fence of like, do I actually want that for myself? I don't know. Society tells me I should. And maybe watching that gives them the permission to not, or to have that conversation with their partner, or, you know, things like that. Or it's really cool. The more I think about this whole process, that I actually get to participate in that, you know?
And I think what you said earlier about why philosophy, like existential philosophy, was so intriguing to you was because it was like, oh, other people are questioning these things.
Totally.
And I think we both have experienced that. I've experienced that of feeling so deeply about a lot of things and not really knowing that like that's normal or what that means, or that it could be celebrated, or that I'm not alone in that.
Definitely.
And I think
exactly.
That's why we're drawn to this, is like in this little container that we have right now, we're learning more about ourselves, or just like healing those parts that maybe haven't been able to be heard in a positive way. And then through that, if it is able to like have a positive ripple out into the world, it's cherry on top.
Put that out there is scary, but also like, I never thought I would do something like this. Oh my God. Like, talk about
you when you first started talking about videos, you were like, but I don't want to talk.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to be on camera, like, ever. And then I don't know what happened, but well, I do actually. I asked myself, like, what are you trying to do? And I kept having to ask myself that question. And it took me a while to work through to get the correct answer for myself, which is get these ideas out. You know, fundamentally is get these ideas out for others and for us to create financial freedom for us. Like, it is a reciprocal dual process. And I was like, well, okay, how do you get the ideas out? I'm like, okay, I can make videos about them, but I'm so limited. It'd be nice if I could just talk about them and explain things, because I love trying to explain things and like mansplain. I just love that term. I only heard it like somewhat recently, mansplaining.
What? You've never heard of?
No, I have. It's just when I first heard it, I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Just yeah, I love to write about these things for myself and just figure them out. And like, yeah, the book is always, like, writing books has always been just a goal or the idea, but this is such almost an easier way to just discuss these ideas. Like, there's so many ideas and topics I just want to dive so deep into, you know,
with less limitations than maybe writing a book.
There are limitations, like not saying it right or wanting to say something else or whatever, but you say it enough times, you kind of make enough videos, like, it's out there, the ideas are out there. And if you do it, you do it for the right reasons, like, it's love.
And also, I feel like it holds us accountable to certain things for ourselves. You know, like, when we're able to sit down and reflect on something in our relationship or something about ourselves, even just some of the questions maybe that I've asked today, like, provide you with more insight for yourself and hold you accountable maybe to continuing to not be so hard on yourself, or to allow that perfectionist voice to quiet so that you can be more than you do. And I think that's really healing in this experience too.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Yeah, it does. Because we do sit down and talk a lot.
A lot.
Sometimes too much. But rarely like this. And there is a different element to doing it like this. Yeah.
No distractions.
No distractions, and very just sort of dedicated on one topic, which is cool. But yeah, I never thought I would do videos. I did not want that. I did not want to put myself out there. I didn't want the flack and the hate that comes with being online at all. Like,
yeah, you hate social media.
I do and I don't. I think it's cool in certain ways, but I hate a lot of it. I do. Yeah, I got some strategies to stay away from the hate. Specifically just, anyways, not reading comments.
Yeah.
Having someone siphon them just for the good love and stuff and good feedback. No hate. Don't want it. Don't need it. Wouldn't let someone talk to me that on the street. Not going to let them do it. Not going to read it. Not going to get into that online. But, yeah.
So what is your one, not necessarily goal, but what is your one wish for the next year? So July 26th, 27th, 2026. What's your wish for the next year?
Kind of just to keep doing what we're doing. Like, we just got married. We got our friend wedding coming up. We got to kind of not get through that, but like, get over that so we don't have to worry and plan about stuff. And I am looking forward this year to, I love the summer, but I have been thinking a lot about like rededicating myself to jiu-jitsu in the fall, cold weather, just really getting in there and like living a bit more healthy and shedding some of the behaviors that have been difficult for me to shed this year, specifically smoking nicotine, in all honesty.
Which you have done really, really well.
I don't do it a lot. It's just like one of those things. I never smoked, went to Asia, started smoking a bit, and then it's just always been around. And it's always been like, I'll just like, oh yeah, I'll have a puff a bit. And I love the feeling, but it's like, that's one of those things where when I see myself in the future, it's like, I'm not smoking.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like kind of rededicating myself to those things, but it's all a process. Like I am learning to go easier on myself. And I think just honestly doing what we're doing, like, I don't really know where things are going to be in a year, but I think we are good. Like, we're in a good place, you know? We just kind of need to keep loving each other, and hopefully we get to keep living here because our landlords are selling and we want to just keep living here.
It's so beautiful here.
It's so beautiful. We friggin' love it.
Travel a bit more.
Yeah, travel, keep going on trips. The day before the wedding, or the wedding weekend, was actually like a vacation for me. I felt like it was great, and maybe not for you, but
no, actually, once we got to that point, I was like, okay, now we get to celebrate.
Especially even just the day, like after we left your nannies, right? Like being at, you know,
once everything was kind of like taken care of, and we just got to go to the beach, and
that was just so nice and so interesting to realize, like, I'm giving myself the permission to disconnect and to just have fun because I'm on vacation, or I'm not at home and I'm not working. And that's just a structure, a construct that you create for yourself because you're in this environment and you're used to your habits. And so you're going to do certain things or be certain amounts of hard on yourself. But I want to live more spontaneously and more freely with that, with just pursuing what I need that day, you know?
I don't know if you felt like this, but as you were just saying that, I think something that I felt was permission to like disconnect, because it was a very important day for us. And like for that weekend, and like there was no nagging feeling of needing to be like available. Like we put our phones away for like essentially 24 hours. I don't even know when we started like texting people back, but I
didn't until like a day after we got home. I still haven't gone on Instagram. I don't want to.
Which is great.
It's been like 2 weeks.
But it created that space for us to be really intentional with our time.
Yeah.
And like, we're going to go to the beach and we're going to just be together and we're going to have fun because we know
fun.
that tomorrow is going to be a little bit more intense but we're really excited and we're nervous. And
I watched the videos of us in the car last night.
oh, did you?
Yeah, I downloaded them. They're so cute. Yeah, we're just like chilling in the back. We just like so happy and like we just like you're saying, we're carefree.
Yeah.
We're just living in the moment, you know? Like
the world kind of stops.
Yeah, it does. Because you're just like, you have no expectations because you're just experiencing the feeling of letting yourself be playful kind of or just like free, you know?
And I think both of us have those perfectionist need to do, kind of dissociate and distract of parts that get really loud at times. And whenever we've had maybe a difficult week or are feeling disconnected from each other, it's often because one or both of us is wrapped up in the world, work, other kind of bullshit. And when we can disconnect and be more intentional with our time and be like, okay, we're just going to go for a hike or we're going to go camping or we're going to go do this. We're going to put our phones away. We're not going to think about work. We're not going to worry about the small stuff. I think that's when we feel our best and can play more.
Yeah, and I want to do more of that.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
And a part of it for us is really getting out of the house.
We're so boring sometimes. We love our little creature comforts. We love to and I think that's like
time and a place.
But it's hard because both of us
will get stuck in it. It's like one person might want to go out, but the other person.
And we live in Duncan.
Not much to do.
Especially
in the winter. It is harder.
It's hard in the winter. But
like,
now that we have the CRV, we can go and be cozy somewhere. And I just, So this is a commitment for the next year to have more fun.
You want to do our handshake?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be able to see it though. Dude, come closer, man. Come down to my level, dude. So bad.
No, we go like this. No, we go like this.
I don't think that was it. But I tried to teach Maddie the salmon where you go.
My hand doesn't move that fast.
No.
Got little noodles.
Yeah, you got little T-Rex arms. Do your best T-Rex.
That was my best bee.
Oh, very good.
Where is bee?
She's upstairs, I think. Yeah, I'd like to build out the CRV into a nice little, little camper setup. Still trying to work out bed situation, but it would be cool to get like one of those things that go on the side that, like a pull out, like the thing that the RV has, an awning, an awning that pulls out. You can like get them strapped to the side. That'd be cool because then even if it was cold, we could just park somewhere, put it out. We're out of the rain, and then we could have our little coffee campfire set up.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
I want to be super sick. I'm really not cool.
You're not? Oh, we're not?
We're not.
What's cool? Define cool.
Not me.
No. Cool is no, I mean, you are. Cool is I think cool really is just not really caring what people think, generally speaking.
Like me with Mount Vesuvius?
Yeah, put that thing right up to the camera. Run a bike off of it.
It's half the size it was the other day.
A bike jump.
Yeah.
Do you think that's it?
I think that's it.
It's fun talking about myself. Now I'm into it.
Part 1.
Okay, part 1. More question? Just one more? Tiny one. Just that one. Rant for.
What about you today would 14-year-old Matt be most surprised about?
Jeez, that's such a cool question. My openness to emotion and vulnerability and crying, the things that I talk about with people, the insecure things that I talk about with people, my 14-year-old self would be like,
yeah, brain melt.
Like, yeah, just the general openness and more okayness with myself and yeah, I'm like a lot happier. I'd look at me and be like, whoa, you're like pretty at peace and pretty happy.
Yeah, you figured something out.
Yeah, like how'd you you look so light. You're so light. Because I was like, oh. Yeah.
Show a picture of you.
Oh my God, yeah.
I have all of them right now.
Which ones?
Like just from the wedding.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
all of
yeah.
the like young pictures
Oh my
of
God,
you. We
I
should
don't want to see them.
No, they're so funny.
Hard to look at.
Well,
It's just weird to like just experience I'm so selkin in so many of my pictures. I'm just like a unhappy little kid. I don't know.
yeah.
But whatever.
Teens are tricky.
Yeah, tricky years. That was good. Yeah. It's a nice little setup in here, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, we'll see how it looks.
Yeah, I don't know how the lighting's going to go, but
I love you.
love you too.
Ugh.
No idea how good it sounds.
That was terrible.